It is glorious. This is Curtis. Never forget, the life we live is oh so beautiful. Yes.
Hey, revolutionary greetings and hotep, and welcome to our Monday presentation. My name is Kwame Benter, and we do this presentation every Monday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We come together to share a few little secrets and analysis on how to get free from this current debt-based monetary system that is designed to keep the masses of the people who do have a job working and living from paycheck to paycheck till they can't work anymore. This presentation is about freedom. Ra, turn to your royalty warriors. Ra is another name for the sun, another name for the sun that sustains life here for us on this planet. When we say return to your royalty, we mean basically, if you haven't already, the Sankofa back to knowledge of self and love of self, so you can become that good servant leader that the world needs so many of. And Warriors is an acronym for winning at receiving residual income over receiving salaries. Because we know a salary is not going to get you free from working until you can't work anymore. Okay. If you're interested in economic freedom, liberation, and peace, then this presentation is for you. If you're not, then that's cool too. But if you're interested, I highly suggest that you take some notes, because we're going to show you how you can outpace inflation and protect your savings from confiscation through inflation, and at the same time building massive wealth if you're interested in that also, in order to leave that generation. We have a simple plan that has hundreds of years of history to prove that it works. Okay. This plan, what we're going to do is we're going to basically show you how to acquire assets that many people think cost a lot of cash to get started, accumulated, but that's not true. We're going to show you with a Mint Builder membership, you can actually get precious metals like physical gold and silver, and copper and platinum at wholesale prices with your membership with Mint Builder. This is a Mint Builder's presentation. And if you're interested in helping other people, Mint Builders also provides you an opportunity to have your own home-based global precious metal business from the comfort and safety of your home. They provide you all the tools that you need at no additional cost. That's right, at no additional cost. So here we go. We're going to get started. Warrior's first instruction is return order and balance. Okay. We want to talk about return that order and balance to your home, to the economy of your home, and to the most important asset of your home, which is your health. Also, can help improve your health if you can get the order and balance to the economy of your home, because that reduces a whole lot of stress, gives you more choices. Like I said, this is a Mint Builders presentation. I want to show you how to stack more and spend less. Okay. Mint Builders and its representatives, we are precious metal specialists. We're not licensed financial advisors and do not give financial advice. Okay, we're not going to give you any tax advice or anything of that nature. We can't guarantee you anything. It all depends on what you want, what your goals and what your aspirations are. We're basically going to show you something that people have been doing for thousands of years, and it works. It's a simple plan. Because our economy is in irreversible trouble. Are you prepared? Okay, we're in continuous imperialist war after war after war. Inflation is happening. We got homeless crisis going on right here in the United States and elsewhere. And our currency is on its way to zero. So what can you do to protect yourself? One thing that we can all do is understand that currency and money are two different things. I'm going to show you in this presentation what we mean. See, currency is a medium of exchange, okay? It's a unit of account. It's portable, it's durable, it's fungible, and it's interchangeable. And that's what they call a currency. Now, money has all those same attributes: medium of exchange, a unit of accounting, portable, durable, fungible, and interchangeable. But it has something that currency don't have. That's a store of value. You see, in 1920, a kilogram of gold was worth about $700, and an automobile was worth about $550. Well, today, a kilogram of gold is worth about $80,000. That's right. That's why real money is a store of value. We're going to be talking about assets because your financial wellness is our mission. What we want to do is show you how to grow your wealth, help reduce anxiety so that you can enjoy life and live your dream freedom lifestyle. And reasons why this is very timely. If you haven't been sleeping under a rock, you know that global uncertainty is going on right now, and all but dictates the necessity of a stable store of value. Inflation, like I mentioned, is winning. It's real. It's robbing us of our labor. And it's causing unrest in major cities globally, but you're not going to really see this on your mainstream media because they want you to think that everything is fine. But see, globally, housing and grocery prices are not sustainable because of this thing called inflation. And companies are laying off people. They just had to make a correction the other day on their unemployment numbers. Unfortunately, they lied and got caught. And AI will replace a lot more workers. That's right. The days of finding a job with benefits that one can retire from, they are slowly but surely dwindling away. You have many jobs now. Many people are working these gig jobs. Those are the new jobs with no benefits, no retirement. The central banks are printing cash at unprecedented rates. Paper currency all but is going digital. We have BRICS, stands for Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. They come together to form a economic system that is geared to rival the U.S. dollar sooner than later. We have Fed now, and many people use their cell phone right now, make purchases or a plastic card. And we have the central bank digital currency that they're not talking about, but I'm pretty sure the government is still working on what they're going to do about trying to digitalize currency, take it paper currency out of circulation, coins out of circulation. They can have total control over what we spend and what we spend. Then we have the lasting effects of the pandemic has interrupted the supply chains, has caused inflation to speed up, and weakening of the currency will never, ever stop. These are not opinions, these are facts everywhere on our planet. This is a short video. This is a little change a little pace here. This is Lee Camp. He's a comedian, but he gives political and socio-political and other information. He was on RT before this Ukraine thing happened, and this government shut down that outlet. So he's basically independent comedian, journalist, whatever you want to call it. But I think this is very timely for the information that we're going to share. Okay.
It's from Cory Doctorow, who's an author and journalist. He talks about what allowed the rise of Walmart. What was it that allowed Walmart to become as big as it was? And he points to, and also Amazon as well, which he calls its online successor, was the result of a specific policy choice, the decision by the Reagan administration not to enforce a key antitrust law. And I'll give away the thing I'm going to reveal later. I hate Reagan as much as the next guy, and I hate Republicans. When we point to something like Reagan doing this, it's not that I think Reagan is good. It's that I think it's more than just Reagan. I think it's a system that does this. And so to say, oh, Reagan bad, Republicans bad, therefore we wouldn't have the Walmart. I mean, Hillary was on the Walmart board. We wouldn't have Walmart without Reagan. I think that is the wrong conclusion to make, even though I don't disagree with any of his research. But so to see what Reagan did here, he says Walmart may have been founded by Sam Walton, but its success and the demise of the American Main Street are down to Reaganomics. The law that Reagan neutered was called the Robinson-Patman Act. As a very boring boring sounding law, which all evil is done with very boring names. Absolutely all of it. Never sounds exciting. Very boring sounding law that makes it illegal for powerful companies like Walmart to demand preferential pricing from their suppliers, farmers, packaged goods makers, meat producers, etc. So they can't demand preferential prices. You can't give a low price to Walmart and a higher price to everyone else. That was the law. The idea here is straightforward. A company like Walmart is a powerful buyer. A monopsonist, it says, compare with monopolist, a powerful seller. That means that they can demand deep discounts from suppliers. Smaller stores, the mom and pop shop on the main street, don't have the clout to demand those discounts. And I'll just say that I watched a little documentary about Walmart and how they do this, and they actually showed some of the interviews with pretty small-time producers. So let's say, to give an example that, the example I saw was something similar to this. A guy has an idea for a really cool kids interactive calendar or something. That's a calendar, but kids can play with it, etc. And he thinks it's going to sell really well. When they put it in a couple of stores, it sold well. And then he brings it to Walmart and he says, I want to get this in Walmart. Kids love it. It's a cool idea. Walmart says, and they say, okay, what will you sell it to us wholesale? We have, whatever 1,000 Walmarts. We'll buy 1 million of these. What would you sell us 1 million of these for? And keep in mind, this little small-time producer, he's never sold anywhere near 1 million. And he says, oh, well, I'm selling them for, I sell them wholesale for $1. And then you can sell them for $10 or whatever. Walmart then generally says to them, get it down to 20 cents and we'll do it. And generally the response initially of these small producers is 20. I can't. It costs me 23 cents to make them. I can't. What are you talking about? And then Walmart goes, well, I'm sorry to hear that. Get them down to 20 cents and we'll take it. Then these producers go back and they move their production from half a sweatshop labor to full sweatshop labor, whatever. They do all these things. They get it down to 20 cents. Then they sell them to Walmart, or a lot of them do. And it not only does it mean that this stuff all gets made by sweatshops or people getting paid almost nothing, that's part of it. But it also means that that company that got it down to that tiny number can't sell it like that to other stores. So other mom and pop shops don't get it for that price. It's just Walmart that gets it for that price. To continue, he says, worse, because those buyers are weak, the sellers, packaged goods companies, agribusiness cartels, big meat, can actually charge them more to make up the losses they're taking and selling below cost to Walmart. Reagan ordered his antitrust cops to stop enforcing Robinson-Patman, which was a huge giveaway to big business. Of course, that's not how Reagan framed it. He called it a declaration of war on low prices. I think that's supposed to be high prices. A declaration of war on... Oh, he's claiming the regulation was a war on low prices. Yeah, how dare they keep those prices higher in order to make people be able to survive. He called it a war on low prices. So he got it repealed, Robinson-Patman, and Reagan's court sorcerers economists asserted that if Walmart could get goods at lower prices, they would sell goods at lower prices, which was true up to a point, because preferential discounting creates a structural advantage over smaller businesses. It meant that the big box stores would eventually eliminate virtually all of their smaller competitors. So that's how Walmart was able to destroy everyone, which they largely did. That's exactly what happened. Downtowns withered, suburban big boxes grew, spending that would have formerly stayed in the community was whisked away to corporate headquarters. These corporate headquarters were inevitably located in offshore tax haven states, onshore, offshore, so like Delaware. Tax haven states, meaning they were barely paying taxes. That left plenty of money in those big companies' coffers to spend on funny accountants who would get even bigger discounts. That's another structural advantage the big box stores had over the mom and pops. Not only did they get their inventory at below cost discounts, they didn't have to pay taxes on the profits. Yeah, all of this is how they destroyed things. I mean, we don't even have bookstores left in the United States, right? Very, very, very few bookstores remain. compared to what we used to have. We don't, it's like, you know, hardware stores, most clothing stores, they've all just been destroyed by Target, Walmart, dollar stores, and Amazon. So there's very little remaining in that regard. But here's what I'll say that where I differ from them. That, not that they're wrong that it was the repealing of this regulation, but to me, this very much is the gravity of capitalism. Even if it hadn't been Reagan, let's say Mondale had won the election, or whatever. Let's say that it was not. Let's say Jimmy Carter had won again. Even if Reagan had not been there, you would have the gravity of capitalism slowly get to the point of no return. The gravity of capitalism is towards all power into a tiny number of corporations, all money in the hands of a tiny number of corporations. I mean, 3 shadow banks now, BlackRock, Vanguard, State Street, own 80 or are the largest shareholder of 88% of the entire S&P 500, all 500 companies. 88%, they're the top shareholders. It all just, it swirls around this massive drain, and much like a planetary system, slowly gets pulled in. And if you hadn't had Reagan there, it still would have ultimately got pulled into the center. And this would have been repealed eventually, or they would have found ways around it eventually. And so it's not that I don't want this regulation. I just view this as the gravitational inevitability of capitalism. So yeah, Reagan sucks. Reagan was an awful human being. He was a sociopath, and he gutted these things. He gutted unions. He did so many awful things. And the Democrats were part of it. The Democrats have not undone this. The Democrats did not get into office and say, we are going to do everything to put back Robinson Patman on the books, did they? Not important to them, because they are the same thing. They're exactly the same thing. And to me, this is the gravity of capitalism. It puts the sociopaths at the top, who are also the richest people. Much easier to get very rich when you're a sociopath. Puts the sociopath and the richest people at the top. All the rest of us struggle. We're all exploited to the highest degree. And yeah, it's inevitable. This also goes for independent, even things like independent YouTube voices. The sociopaths, the grifters that are willing to change their opinion every, 6 months or a year, wherever they need to go. Oh, people like to see YouTube videos about how Trump's awesome. All of a sudden, I think Trump's not bad. Yeah, no. Someone go, fuck himself with red hair. Trump's an absolute awful corporate piece of shit. And so are the Democrats. Anyway, my point is just a lot easier to succeed if you're a grifter. If you just change your opinion, you go wherever. I mean, literally, you can look at trending topics. You could look at number of views, and you could decide where you stand based on that. And that's where the money is. And they're all incredibly wealthy, all those people.
You heard a lot there in that little 9-minute video, but yeah, Reagan was something. Reagan came along. I remember Reagan very well because there were some programs put in place to help, I guess, kind of Black people in the United States come from out of segregation, discrimination that had been going on for centuries. In the 70s, 60s, they were fighting, and they won a few things, I guess. You call it a win. Reagan came along in the 80s. There was a program that would pay minimum wage for inner city youth to go to a trade school, pay us minimum wage to go to a trade school and learn a skill where you can actually find work if you desire to do that. Well, Reagan came along and cut all that. Okay. Then another thing he did was he started spending money on the military. Yep. And then this act that he implemented basically allowed monopolies, big corporations to take over. A lot of small mom and pop shops went out of business, so forth and so on. And then all of a sudden, they also started shipping jobs across seas for lower wages. People cool. And that's why we have these sweatshops and everything like that. This is the system that we're under. Profit is the driving force. The force. It doesn't care about the people or our planet. That's why right here in the United States, we got flooding going on. We got landslides going on. We got hurricanes, tornadoes, because they don't respect our planet. at all, right? And so, and then he took the war on drugs that Nixon started to another level with this "don't say no, just say no" policy that his wife coined. Just say no, and they started locking up at a rapid pace by changing laws. But let me go on. That's a little bit about Reagan. Reagan was not a good person for the average masses of the working people here in the United States or anywhere on the planet. He was pro-military, pro-police. That's why this country is the world's leading expenditures for their police department to any country on the planet. So why precious metals? Because they hold tangible value over a long period of time. It's a time-tested hedge against inflation. It's easily explainable. Even children know that it's good to have gold and silver. And it's a stable store of value during uncertain times. We are very much so in uncertain times right now. And every fiat currency in history has gone to zero in value. The United States dollar is a fiat currency. We're going to show you what happened. The best product you could qualify with, if you have a business, this product is not spoiled, doesn't go, it's expired, it doesn't get rotten, it doesn't lose its value. The longer you hold this product, the more valuable it becomes. See, most people dream of becoming wealthy and achieving financial success and living on their terms. But the reality is that many will never realize their dreams because they don't take the right action. They participate in behavior that don't promote success, like trying to save dollar bills if they're trying to save, or just not investing, or just not being aware. Okay. And then that assures them staying broke. So many will never realize that dream. Because unfortunately, many people think that wealth and luck are associated, and they're not. People who do get wealthy by luck end up broke because they never get the right education about how money works, how the economy works. So you have to have the right education if you want to be wealthy. If you want to live life on your terms, if you want to live your dream, you got to have the right education. And men builders will provide you the right education. You will do that. You have training videos and all sorts of things to help you on your journey. Then you have to have a plan. You have a simple plan I shared you earlier. It's a very simple plan. I'm going to show you that shortly. Then once you start this plan, be consistent every month, every week. Just make sure that you do one thing. Let's pay yourself first. You see, a portion of everything that you earn should be yours to keep beyond your lifetime. But if you're trying to save it in paper, it's not going to work because inflation is robbing us. It robs us. You want to save in precious metals. That's what you want to do. And the first step is to start a savings account. 60% of people here in the United States don't even have a savings account after working 10, 20 years. And I can tell you this for a fact. It is much easier to save real money than it is to save fiat currency. It is. Believe me when I say, because once you have it, you know that this is real money and it's going to grow in value the longer you hold it, then you're not going to want to spend it just like that. You want to try to accumulate as many as you can. But when you got this paper, fiat currency, you just want to, I mean, it's really paper. That's what it is. So you want to start that emergency fund, all right? Emergency fund, whatever that may be for you, you determine what that may be. $1,000, $2,000, $5,000, and get to that point, get that comfort zone, that cushion, and assets that you can liquidate just like that, right? You can expedite that savings with assets. Precious metals are assets. Because like I said earlier, all paper fiat currency that most mistakenly call money has one destination. It's zero. It's not money because it doesn't store value. You can look at this dollar bill right here, created in 1913 by the federal government, which is not the Federal Reserve, which is not the federal government. And that's another story. But Federal Reserve is not the federal government. Most people think it is, but it's not. It's a private banking cartel that basically runs the world. Franklin Delano Roosevelt, right? He made it illegal for people to hold gold, bullion. He did that. Okay, so they confiscated the gold from the people who had it here in the United States and gave them fiat currency. And then it quickly devalued the value of the currency that they gave them. In 1944, the Bretton Woods Agreement was agreed upon, where the United States dollar became the world's reserve currency. It had to be backed by a certain amount of gold in their reserve, right? Because if the person had a U.S. dollar, they could easily go to a bank and exchange it for that real money gold. Well, in 1971, Richard Nixon, that many know from the Watergate scandal, he did something that, a couple of things that many people are unaware of. One thing he did was August the 15th, 1971, he ended the Bretton Woods Agreement. The US dollar became a fiat currency, no longer backed by physical gold. Now they can create this cash out of thin air. Unstoppable. That's why this country's in so much debt today. Why did he do that? I believe he did it so he can continue to fund the Vietnam War. Another war based on a lie that this government started. That's right. And also to usher in the war on drugs, / the war on the Black family and poor people here in the United States. Because people were waking up and they were realizing, just like a few years ago, people were waking up and realizing when they had Occupy Wall Street, but the government quickly shut that down. That many people don't even talk about that anymore. It was realizing that this is not the way that they thought it was going to be. Many people today are even struggling even more than they were back then. But that's another story for another time. So from 1913 to 2022, the US dollar has lost 97% of its buying power. You lost 97% of your buying power. You're on life support or dead. U.S. purchasing power of the currency in circulation. In January 1971, remember 1971? Well, here in 2018, the U.S. money supply increased 32, and this is before COVID. Now, after COVID, it's even increased even more. But 32.3 times, and that was accompanied by an 84% drop in the purchasing power of the dollar. Inflation price is a direct consequence of the increased money supply. You see that red line going up? That's the circulation of the currency out there in the world, digital or paper. Then you see the dollar, how much it has lost its value since it was created. Since 1971. That's why you don't want to hold on to it. This is another illustration of the U.S. dollar only benefits the banks. That's right. Because since January the 1st, 2000, $1 now has only $58.80 worth of value. And it's accelerating even faster now since COVID came along. When you see this graph of a gram of gold, it's continuously gone up. Continuously gone up. It's worth more than that today. Little known facts, Chase Banks has over 675 ounces of silver. That's right. And banks are trading currency with silver and gold. Central banks own 25% of all the gold, 1.15 billion ounces. So why are they moving heavily into precious metal? Because the world's fiat currency is changing. I mentioned BRICS earlier. If you don't know about BRICS, I suggest you do some research to find out about it. Precious metals assets come in two distinct forms here at Midbuilder. We have bullion and we have numismatics. Bullion is crisis protection, like crisis that many of us may be in or experiencing, or it could be a global crisis that may take place, like your currency going to zero or going to rapid inflation. So you want to stack bullion. This is what you want to stack because it has lower premiums than numismatics and it's outperformed cash savings. As simple as that. That's why you want to hold this, not paper. Then we had numismatics. Its value above bullion price is not dependent upon the market because there's only so many of these are created and they're sonically preserved. It's like buying rare art. for this solid piece of gold or silver. Here's an example of a numismatics that Mint Builder had in 2018. Members paid $45 for it. By 2022, that 1 ounce of Thor silver was selling for $175 or more. That's a 95% value increase per year. There is a secret to almost instant wealth gain. These are some of the products that we have at Mint Builder, right? Not only do we have precious metals, but we have 120 serving package of long-term emergency food that may come handy one day. You don't know, because there's a lot going on right here in this country, you know. Like Lee Green's, like Lee Camp said earlier in that video, divide and conquer, basically. They got one side against the other side, the wealthy planners like farms. But many people, I guess, they just want to be comfortable. Here's some of the other products that we have. For your membership, you have access to infinite banking, whole life insurance policy where you can become your own bank. Then we have free storage for physical precious metals for our members. Then we have this amazing product called My Mint Wallet. I'll show a quick little video to show you what this amazing product is all about.
Physical gold meets digital benefits. Mint Builder has taken physical gold ownership into the future with My Mint Wallet. This is the most cost-effective and secure way to own gold and silver. This proprietary product provides you with gold and silver access previously dominated by large institutions and banks. You now have direct access to instantly buy, sell, or transfer your precious metals through My Mint Wallet. Unlike ETFs, exchange-traded funds, you will enjoy 100% ownership of pure, physical gold and silver that is securely stored in segregated and insured vaults with our partner IDS of Texas. The benefits of My Mint Wallet are extensive and impressive. Your benefits include extremely low premiums, especially for wholesale members, digital tracking to the 100th of an ounce of gold and 1 ounce of silver in real time, 100% direct ownership of pure physical gold and silver, secure vault storage at no additional cost, fully insured accounts, the ability to quickly sell in real time and have your funds transferred directly to your bank, or use your funds to purchase silver and gold from your shop to have physically delivered assets. Daily audits to continually ensure each account is properly funded. Seeing the value of your precious metals holdings in real time, all the time. You can even transfer precious metals from your wallet to another member's wallet. 100% of your precious metals purchase is deposited on account as physical gold and silver in the highly secure IDS of Texas vaults. You have complete ownership over your gold and silver holdings, and with the click of a button, can sell at the current market price, have the funds placed into your wallet, and use these funds right away to pick the items you would like to take physical delivery of. This allows you to have the flexibility to choose from many different options for physical product delivery. You also have the option to simply have funds deposited directly into your bank account. We even provide you with the ability to transfer gold and silver to another member. Your My Mint Wallet is the best way to own the most amount of gold and silver for the lowest cost, while keeping your metals safe from confiscation and robbery. In turn, giving you absolute control and flexibility with your wealth. Owning precious metals has never been so easy and at such low premiums. Be sure to get started with My Mint Wallet and start building your mint today.
That's My Mint Wallet. Like I said, that's an amazing product that your membership gives you access to. Real time, you can see how much you have, how much you use to acquire, and how much it's worth since you've been holding on to it. This is a way to set up a savings account at very low premiums, automatically physical gold in digital form that you can liquidate at the click of a mouse to get physical or sent to your bank account. You can buy, sell, or even transfer this to other members within Mint Builder. So governments don't like gold. They don't like silver. They really don't. And that's why we need to get as much of it as we can and stop thinking that this currency that we have been working so hard for so long is real money. It's a currency. It must move. You don't want to hold on to it. Okay? You don't want to spend it frivolously. You want to put it somewhere where it's going to work for you and where it's going to store your labor. But your subscription with Men Builders has a much better, deeper impact also. It helps feed children throughout the planet that have, lack of food, basic food. 91% of the proceeds that go to feed my starving children go directly into the bellies of children in need. Yes, this is Mint Builder. You can set up your auto savings monthly. You can change it. You can pause it or cancel it at any time. There's no contract to sign or anything like that. You have complete control of your account at all times. Support is awesome. We have an 800 number where you can directly support if you have any types of issue. I've never had to use that number. I haven't had any issues. I couldn't handle with an email. But I did have any. And so you can get My Mint Wallet Gold or Silver, or you get physical precious metals sent to your home directly or put into storage at no extra cost. And we have the knowledge base where you can get the education that you need. You got training videos and so much more for your membership at Mint Builders. So a membership with Mint Builders, if you pay annually, it's $300, comes to $25 a month. Or if you pay monthly, it's only $39 a month. These are some of the benefits that your membership gives you. We had mentioned we have discounts on travel and attractions. We have a free wealth planning app also. We have wholesale access to My Mint Wallet. And then we have an open vault marketplace for seller access, which means members can sell precious metals to each other within the Mint Builders platform. We have two distinct people here at Mint Builders. We have wholesale customers. Everything I just mentioned, wholesale customers have access to. What they do is they purchase a wholesale membership. They purchase precious metals. They don't sell anything. They don't share information. But then we have sales associates. Sell wholesale customer memberships to others. They sell precious metals also. Then they help build a sales organization that goes out and shares this amazing opportunity to help people get free from this debt-based monetary system with others. Like I said, also your membership, if you're interested, gives you an opportunity to have a home-based global precious metal business in the comfort and safety of your home. Because we know that many people are looking for more income today. This is opportunity. You compare this to your traditional business that's going to cost you thousands of dollars to get started. And you're going to be selling probably something that's perishable, something that you would use and it's gone. What we have is what we call precious metal, something that people will keep if they're wise forever. Some of it, you might want to liquidate it from time to time, but most of it you want to continue to accumulate, pass this down to the next generation. And then we have all the software is provided for you for your membership with Mint Builders. We give you the sales platform, marketing tools, QR codes, websites, banners. Like I said, we have training videos within the Mint Builder website also. Also, this free silver lead capture system where a person would take a short little survey, and if they wanted to get a free silver bar, all they have to do is put in their email number and pay for the shipping. And what this system would do, it would start sending that person emails periodically to educate them on how valuable this information is and how by saving precious metals, they can save you. Then Mint Builders handles all the payment processing and so forth and so on. So you don't have to worry about collecting money. And you're gonna always get paid, guaranteed, every Monday. Cash is deposited into our account. And I said cash. You get paid in cash. We don't get paid in money. You get paid in cash. You take that cash and we know what to do with it. We do get it. Then also they do all the shipping and all the packaging for you, so you don't have to worry about anything. Not like your traditional business, we get to have building, you gotta have people to package and ship that stuff. Mint Builder does all that for you for only $25 cost of your membership. You have a home-based business with unlimited income, unlimited commissions. That's right, because we have 13 streams of income. I don't want to depend on one stream of income. You have a job, many people start just part-time. A lot of people say they don't have time. Well, uh, you'll have time if that's something that you want. It depends on what you want out of life. That's all. If you want to work until you can't work anymore, the choice is yours. See, Henry Ford said it is well that the people of the nation do not understand our banking and monetary system. For if they did, I believe there would be a revolution before tomorrow morning. Henry Ford said that. Not a hero of Henry Ford, but I know exactly what he meant when he said that. It's much deeper than I can see right now. Do your research. You say, wow. That's right. So if you don't have any residual or passive income, or at least a plan for residual income, you're really living a very risky life. There's no security in a job, even a high-paying one. So be smart, and please do not rely on just one source of income. Garvey said the only protection against injustice in man is power. Physical, get in the best shape that you can be and try to stay in it as long as you can. Financial, educate yourself, okay? And scientific, know what's going on around the world. Keep your head on the swivel. So if you're ready to get started, get back with the person that shared this video with you and let them know that you want more information. They can get the questions answered that you may have to show you how to get free, liberation, so you have more choices, because another pandemic is coming. Remember what they did last time? The people that didn't have no choice, right? You don't want to be one of them.